Kept you waiting, huh? Hey, what's happening, chaps? My name is TapChap and welcome to the TapChap show. I like stealth games. I'm struggling to think of a good segue. Help me out here! Oh my Jesus! Video games. There's a lot of them, all spanning across various different genres. This, of course, makes it hard for me to choose a favourite, as I've dabbled in a bit of everything. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to talk about a genre that I've thoroughly enjoyed, and that, my friends, is the stealth genre. I've met a load of people that tell me they don't like stealth games because they're either no good at them or find them boring, and I guess that's understandable, as you have to move so damn slowly to not get caught. But I love them. They teach me how to creep in the bushes outside your house. Fuck! Look, it's Spider-Man. Now, you're probably, at the very least, a decently interested fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and you're probably thinking,
You better not say, you better not even think what you're gonna say, or I swear to God, I'll slap you with my dick.
Then you better stick your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la, because I'm gonna say it. I really like Metal Gear Solid 5. Is it a good Metal Gear game? Meh. But is it a good stealth game? Yeah, I think so.
Hey!
What?
I've already reviewed Metal Gear Solid 5 on this channel. Why are you talking about it?
Well, one, because I want to. Secondly, because it's my channel. Thirdly, I'm not as shit as you are. And last but certainly not least, I have a point to this video.
What, you Angusist? How dare you? I have rights. And feelings. You've hurt them.
So I think that Metal Gear Solid 5 is a good stealth game. And yes, I have played the previous Metal Gear Solid games, so you can't say I don't know what I'm talking about. I adore the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Its story, while complex to follow, is really something else. Its gameplay is wonderful. The characters are all memorable. It's had some of the most heartbreaking and saddest moments I've ever experienced as a gamer. Snake's got an old man mustache, for God's sake! He looks like a sad prune. A stealthy sad prune. That can kill you.
But he still has an arse of iron.
Back up the booty, I need the booty, I like the booty, oh what a booty.
It had such a unique quirkiness to it that no other game franchise had had in the past. Personally, I think it should have been left at 4. It had a solid ending. And it really didn't need any other games afterward, because I thought it ended quite nicely. Then after Ground Zeroes came out, we got the Phantom Pain. And as people had experienced from Ground Zeroes, it was really different. We got a different game engine, but God, those graphics were worth it.
Oh, so good.
Control schemes were altered slightly, voice actors were changed,
Don't worry, I'll get back to that in a future video, believe me.
and the game just had a slightly new feel to it. It put me off at first, but eventually I learned to really enjoy it. However, I'm not afraid to admit that the story wasn't really as gripping as the previous games, and as many others have stated in their reviews, the second half of the game just kind of falls apart. The pacing gets thrown out of proportion and the game ends so abruptly and in such a weird way it feels like you just dropped off a cliff. But of course, this wasn't Hideo Kojima's fault, not at all. That goes to Konami, who rushed and pressured him to finish the game, leaving him with no choice but to cut a whole third act out of the game, leaving it in a state we were given. Then to top it off, they removed his name off the box art of his own franchise, and then banned him from turning up to an award ceremony to receive an award for the game he produced for them. The other Metal Gear Solid games have had great stealth mechanics, there's no doubt about that. But looking back at them, wouldn't you say that they're just a tad bit linear. I'm not saying that's an awful thing, but haven't you noticed that? In previous games it's a kind of go to A to B setup, and you only have certain paths to take and areas to hide in. Is it still fun? Fucking course it is! Who do you think I am? Jerry Seinfeld with a fake mustache? Because I'm not. But with Metal Gear Solid 5, the game is set up in a way that allows you to take stealth in a much more open-ended way. For example, you could arrive at a certain location, be it a story mission or a side mission, which there are a ton of in this game by the way.
I like that.
But you have a choice as to what side of the area you want to go through, as there are many different ways you can get in. I love how you have the choice to find higher ground outside the area if you want to infiltrate and scout out the enemy locations with your binoculars, if you want to do that. Or go in blind if you're looking for a challenge. You have the choice to go any route you want, however way you want to do it. You are in complete control of how you handle yourself.
That's what she said?
You want to go through the main gate by crawling along the ground? You can do that. Want to go around the back or the side and find a sneaky hidden way in? You can do that too. You could crawl through pipes or holes in the walls if you find them. Or you could climb up to higher vantage points to avoid enemy contact altogether if that's what you wish. Or sneak around the whole complex and discover and find stuff for yourself. You are left to make all the tactical choices. And I love that aspect of this game and other stealth games in general. You are given free reign and you're allowed to try different tactics you come up with your own plans in your head. You want to challenge yourself? Go in without using any of your weapons and wearing no fatigues, because you're free to do that. Want to cover yourself head to toe in armor plating, bring rocket launchers to heavy machine guns and kill everyone in sight?
You can do that.
Oh yeah, death and destruction, yeah!
Just do what you feel is best and the most fun for you. I love thinking tactically in stealth games, but so far Metal Gear Solid 5 has done it the best in my opinion. Before you even set off, you can choose from various different combat fatigues. The classic stealth suit, combat armor, whatever you want or need for the mission ahead. You can choose from a shit ton of gear and weapons once it's developed from Mother Base, which also makes a return from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. A lot of people were complaining about all the changes in this game, so much so we could hear the cries all across the internet.
What is this? I don't like change!
But I understand it. I'm not really a guy who likes drastic changes either, but in this case, I really do like a lot of the changes they've made. The game just plays differently in general to previous games, but it works so much better for the stealth aspect. And many complained about boss's reflex ability, which is the game's second chance slow-mo mode when you're caught. It pretty much gives you a few seconds to take out the person who spotted you and avoid the area being alerted to your presence. I like that this is here, but if you don't like it, you can turn it off.
It's that simple.
As the game progresses, you will eventually be able to discover and bring along different companions on your various missions, which again, can alter how a mission will go depending on your playstyle and choices. These include D-Horse. He's used mainly as transport in the first half of the game. D-Dog, or DD,
He's so fucking cute and badass, I just want to pen him!
he can help boss during his infiltration by spotting enemies that you may have missed. Later, you'll be able to unlock abilities for DD, which allow him to Fulton out bad guys, stun, or even kill them if you desire. We also have a robo-buddy known as D-Walker, or as I call him, Richard Walker. Or rather,
Dick Walker.
And last but definitely not least, we have the waifu of the game, Quiet the Sniper. Once you give her the coordinates of the base you intend to enter, she will dash off and scope the place out for you, pointing out supplies, enemies and objectives. She'll also keep an eye on you as you do your thing, and if you get spotted, she'll take out the guard that saw you, and if a fight escalates, she'll give you covering fire. Or you could be a badass and not use any of them and go in alone. Or if you don't want to take the game seriously, you could fuck around, dash around and knock everyone the fuck out without firing a single bullet. Act like you've had a mental breakdown and cry in a toilet.
Samantha, why don't you love me?
So really in conclusion, what makes a good stealth game? Freedom and choice. You can have linear stealth games and they work out just fine if done correctly, like the original 4 Metal Gear Solid games. But I prefer the stealth game genre that allows you to think for yourself. They put control in your hands and let you strategize and put your plan into action. And you have to think on your feet when things go wrong. But that's really the reason why I love the stealth genre as a whole. Having the freedom to tackle a mission however you want, in whatever playstyle you want, is fantastic. The fact that the game leaves it open for you to think with a tactical mind is just, it's amazing. It's one of my most favourite aspects of the game, for sure. A good stealth game will give you the freedom and allow you to make the choices yourself. It lets you use your mind. And that's one of the best aspects of Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some infiltrating to do. This is Snake, over and out.
Oh, liquid!
Ah, you fucking arse. Hey, what's happening, chaps? It is TapChap here. Thank you so much for watching this little video. I really do appreciate it. I actually started work on this video months ago and then forgot about it. So now here it is. I finished it. Hope you like it. This was originally intended for a guest spot, but, you know, I guess things changed, so here it is anyway. Wasn't gonna let a decent video go to waste, so it's for you. Happy birthday. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a like, maybe leave a comment, share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter, and maybe even subscribe if you want to become a fellow chap today. If you click on the videos on screen, it will take you to my previous works, if you're so inclined. The video in the bigger screen is my remake of my original review of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Here's the 250 sub special, so take a gander at that if you like. And the video in the smaller window is my mini-sode on Resident Evil Code Madman. So if you go check those out, I really appreciate it. You know, give the channel some love, you know what I'm saying? If you want to keep up to date with further TapChap Show content or just watch me ramble on shit, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. It's there where you'll get the first news on upcoming episodes and progress on videos, and yeah, the link to those will be in the description. But once again, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!